few figures in human history have left as dark and lasting a mark as Adolf Hitler. Born in Austria, rising to power in Germany, he would lead the world into its deadliest war. Our story begins in the quiet border town of Braunau am Inn, where Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889. His birthplace was a modest home above an inn, a simple setting for a life that would one day shake the world. Adolf was the son of Alois Hitler, a stern customs official who demanded obedience. In sharp contrast, his mother Clara was gentle and devoted, showering her son with affection. This clash of influences, a strict father and a loving mother, shaped young Adolf's early personality. At school, he often struggled, refusing discipline and clashing with teachers. While his father wanted him to pursue a career in civil service, Adolf dreamed of becoming an artist. He filled his notebooks with sketches of houses, churches, and landscapes, revealing his fascination with architecture. But arguments with his father grew fierce, Alois insisting on stability while Adolf longed for freedom. When conflict at home became unbearable, Clara often comforted Adolf, her support giving him strength. Isolated and misunderstood, Adolf would spend hours alone, lost in thought, sketching quietly. At 18, determined to chase his dream, he moved to Vienna, the imperial capital of Austria-Hungary. Carrying his portfolio, Adolf applied to the Academy of Fine Arts with high hopes. But rejection came swiftly. The Academy did not accept him, a crushing blow to his ambitions. He reapplied, but failed again, each rejection deepening his sense of humiliation. Struggling to survive, Adolf painted small postcards of city buildings, selling them for a few coins. At times, he slept in shelters or on benches, sharing space with other homeless men. Winters in Vienna were brutal, and Adolf often wandered the streets in tattered clothes, hungry and cold. To escape despair, he read newspapers filled with nationalist propaganda and radical politics. In the city's Jewish quarter, he developed growing hostility and prejudice, absorbing toxic ideas. He surrounded himself with nationalist posters and writings, slowly shaping a dangerous worldview. Late at night, he sat in dim light, writing notes and building an inner vision of the world. Vienna's walls were covered with propaganda, and young Adolf began to believe in destiny and revenge. He painted but often tore his work in frustration, as if art could no longer satisfy him. In 1914, the First World War broke out, and Adolf seized the chance to escape his aimless life. He eagerly joined the German army, finally feeling he had found a purpose. On the Western Front, he endured the horrors of trench warfare, mud, fear, and endless bombardment. He served as a messenger, carrying orders under heavy fire, a dangerous task. In moments of quiet, he wrote letters by candlelight, clinging to hope and duty. For his service, he was awarded the Iron Cross, a rare honor for a low-ranking soldier. But the war's devastation was immense, leaving landscapes destroyed and lives shattered. Hitler himself was wounded by a gas attack, temporarily blinded and hospitalized. In 1918, Germany was defeated, its people humiliated and broken by the Treaty of Versailles. In a hospital bed, Adolf wept bitterly as he heard of Germany's surrender. Across the nation, protests and anger erupted, many blaming leaders and outsiders for the loss. Among the bitter crowd stood Adolf, filled with rage and a desire for revenge. He returned to Munich a lost veteran, homeless, rootless, and still wearing his old uniform. Germany lay in ruins, its flag torn and its pride shattered. And in the shadows of this defeat, Adolf Hitler stood silently, preparing for the dark path ahead.